Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Wow, ADA just went through resistance. Yeah, it did not follow this idea that we are going down here in a smaller wave 2, which means it is actually a little bit more bullish than not necessarily anticipated, but then yeah, I mean an overall correction down would have been due in my opinion in a wave 2. So that obviously hasn't happened. That's not a problem. We take that out. It just means that this wave is extending further. Doesn't change the wave count in itself. I just expected a bit of a bearish reaction here. The fact that we just went through this channel to the upside is actually quite bullish. Yeah. For me, that means, I mean, I bought down here in the reversal area, yeah, and that is even better. I made the channel members aware when I entered the position here at 47 cents. That's what these areas are for, the green areas, yeah, where I also sometimes enter a position, exit a position, short or long. But here, this was obviously the end of a larger wave 2. For me, it was quite likely that we will move up from here. After we came back into the area, I entered that position, took some profit yesterday, only 50% after that strong move to the upside. Didn't buy back in here. I could have done that, didn't. Yeah, took some profits, I think around 50 cents. Could have entered back here, didn't, but I left 50% of the position open. I've just adjusted my stop loss. Position is now at 14% in profit, and I'm quite happy with that. It shows you that for me, I don't try to take every trade. I don't try to enter every possible trade setup. I'm trying to look for the high probability ones. I know a lot of people want to trade every day. That's not necessary. Just wait for the high probability ones. This would have been a high probability one. This one. These are sort of the smaller moves. We even captured 2 target areas here. This one was not the bearish reaction I expected, which makes the whole situation on the ADA chart even more bullish. And overall, I mean, what does that mean? It just means we are moving faster into the direction that I expect anyway. Because we talked about now ADA now being on the way into wave 3 that will peak somewhere around 66, 69 cents. Okay, so the faster we get there, the more happy I am, and the better this forecast is working out. Because we've been talking about the possibility that the low for ADA is in. This is in no way guaranteed. ADA has been a little bit too weak to be super confident about that. For example, Ethereum is already much more advanced in terms of its wave structure and the Elliott wave pattern. If I show you what Ethereum has done in comparison to ADA, Ethereum has already done this. Ethereum is already in wave 5. ADA is only in wave 3. Can you see that? And that's why not everything is moving with Bitcoin. Yeah, not everything is moving with whatever Ethereum. Ethereum and Bitcoin have decoupled a little bit. You know, they are moving in their individual waves. And therefore it is important to analyze every chart individually. Shows you that ADA is much earlier in this uptrend than Ethereum. If ADA now plays out the wave 3, it will reach a price above 60 cents. Okay, so it remains interesting. Next target for the bulls here needs to be the move above the wave 1 high. Now, first resistance point here is 53.9. That is exactly where we got to. Take that out. That is where the candles closed here on the 20th of July. And then here this wick to the upside at 54.8. So this is where we need to get above. And as long as we stay above 50.3, I would focus on higher. Or ideally above the descending trend line here. As long as we stay above that, all good. And then we can focus on higher, yeah. And as long as we do that, wave 1 is probably going to extend further. So obviously wave 1 in itself that you can see here consists of 5 waves, not wave 1, wave 5 here. Wave 5 of 1 consists in 5 waves in itself, but even these get close to exhaustion now. So we can count 5 subwaves here, especially if I go into a lower time frame, but you can count here, 5 waves. If you go to the lower time frame, you'll see this is a 1, 2. Then we had a 3 here, the 4 and the 5. So a correction is due. The question is just, you never know if this, for example, then again, is just the first wave of the 5th wave. So that is what remains to be seen. But as long as an uptrend is intact, you're normally riding the trend. I did expect some resistance here. We had it here. The fact that we just went through is actually quite bullish, as I said, and primarily in this wave 3, where would we expect that price to go to? That cannot really be calculated yet, because we haven't seen wave 2 yet. So this depends a little bit of how far wave 2 comes down. And I'm talking about the yellow wave 2 here, basically wave 2 of higher level wave 3. And that wave 2 then would be another entry point where I would probably accumulate. Okay, but yeah, this is looking interesting. No other update really. That's what we need to talk about next. Again, next target for the bulls needs to be to break above the wave 1 high. That will be a very, very bullish signal if we can move above that level. Overall, ADA is not looking bad, especially after the breakout above this channel. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update about ADA. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.